Thanks for the excellent visit in, yeah, it's good something. Thanks for the excellent visit in this beautiful country, isn't it? Okay, we are from Iceland. I'm Ms. Arni Gudmundsson, Ms. Hulda, and we did the part 2 of this, how you use the application of youth work in Code of Ethics. So, that was it by næstu. This is the Icelandic team. Myself, I'm Arni Gudmundsson, and I'm working at the University of Iceland in Department of Leisure Studies. I'm also one of the founders of Samfés, which is Youth Association of Youth Clubs in Iceland. And Hulda, you maybe say us some word about yourself.
Thank you. I've been working in youth clubs for many years, but now I work for the City of Reykjavík in the Department of Education and Youth, mostly focusing on after-school programs, youth centers, and youth councils. So that's my job today. And we are from, I'm going to say the name of the association, Félag fagfólks í frítímaþjónustu. So it's not maybe strange that you didn't get it.
FFF, is it?
Yeah, the shortcut is FFF, so that's better.
And the third one is Ari. He is on way to Malaga in some wedding, but he is doing a master's thesis in managing of leisure work in Iceland, in University of Iceland, the master program. And he is doing a lot of things. He is project manager in Association of the Icelandic Football, and also been in different projects in FFF. Okay. That in this part 2, we use the mixed methods and comparative background analysis to answer the research questions. What are the main challenges relating the use of youth work codes of ethnics? And it was qualitative approaches to the research, and we had both data analysis from semi-structured interviews with individuals or focus groups. So it was very mixed and different methods in each country.
So a little bit about the mixed. We had 2 focus groups. One focus group with qualified youth workers. They had both a degree in youth work and also were experienced. But also we had a group of experienced but without a degree. So this was like 2 groups we were talking to. In Estonia, there were 3 focus groups. So there were like experienced youth workers who were qualified in youth work, but also a group of members who did not have a specific education, and then also students from the leisure studies. In Australia, they had individual interviews because of COVID, so they interviewed 12 qualified and experienced youth workers. So this was like the methods we were using. So a little bit about the main points from each country. So in Iceland, they were talking a lot about promoting and systematic use of the code, but they were not really using it so much, but they thought it was important. And also they were talking about the responsibility of managers in promoting the code of ethics. So it's really important that the managers are like giving the staff these tools that the code is. Also they were talking about you have to take it up and revise it regularly, so it's up to date. And also they were talking about you need to promote it better, and they were giving us some ideas how we could do that in Iceland. So that's good for like practical reasons. We can use that. And then there was this discussion about I'm sorry, about how should we have this code? Should it be like with more concrete examples, or is it supposed to be more open? So you just more like have to be a professional and know more how much detail should we have in the code. So that was really, it's good to have that discussion also. They were also talking about this is a good thing to use, like in the leisure studies in the university. We should use the code more, because that was maybe something we saw that in Iceland people don't use it so much as a tool, but they think it's really important, but they are not using it. So that's something we have to take a look at.
Yeah.
So in Australia, there was high level of both awareness and knowledge of the code, and they were using it in everyday youth work practices, and they are setting the standard with the code, and the code is giving them a value-based framework to work within youth work. But they also talked about the wider promotion, that you have to like introduce it better for the youth workers. So that was the same as in Iceland. And also that it is important to review it from time to time, and you should involve youth work practitioners in that process. And they also talked about this interesting theme that it would be good to explore it a little bit further, like how to use it in reflective practices. And in Estonia, so there was also this awareness in those focus groups, and also that it's generally that people know about it and they use it, and that was something we saw, that Iceland needs to like use it more and use it more as a tool, and that the quality of the youth workers is important, and they really connected to the code and the values that the code gives you. And it's seen as a good guideline for you in your youth work, so you use it as a tool, and that's really good. And also they talked about this as a weapon in defending the professional choices, and that was also something that we talked about in the Icelandic focus group, so I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's all about putting young people first and providing them with this safe environment, and that's one of our main goals. And then this use of a tool as a reflection and professional development, you can use it there. So
yeah. So if we have a similarities and differences, then we need a greater advantage for code, especially for the formally trained youth work. And it is very important to take a systematic approach to promoting the CAO, especially in Iceland, what is not used as we would like it to be used. And also it's very, very important in every country. But there is some differences how it is presently used. All agreed on the importance of having a code and promoting it and using it in education and in the youth work field. And the third one is it is a way of setting a guiding principles and values and a professional standard, a very strong tool to develop professionalism, also reflecting learning, reflect the work and practice youth work in this sector and other sectors also. And the fourth, all countries mention that this importance of regular review of CAO, the Code of Ethics. And general conclusion is the importance of Code of Ethics is clear, and it's the developmental review process for the Code of Ethics in each country varies, as does the application of code in the youth work sectors. All have similar principles, values, but also differences. But these differences processes as well as the different situation of the youth work sector at the time was created. Professional and environment of youth work are constantly developing alongside society and the culture as whole. And the information and technology revolution of the 21st century will lead to a new opportunities in youth work, which will call for a revision of Code of Ethics, but also assist with the promotion and use of codes. It's a general conclusion of this part of this project. Do you add something?
No, this is, I think, all we have. So we just say thank you, and we will hope to see you in Iceland. Then you can maybe take a look at this place. It's nice, and so we're trying to sell you the idea that you have to come to Iceland. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.